I really thought that one focal length was going to be perfect for all my real estate photography, but the more and more homes that I'm shooting, the more and more I'm realizing that that's just not really quite the truth anymore. The thing about having a variable zoom lens is that it allows you to get more creative with some of the shots that you are taking. So for instance, when you're in a kitchen, you want to make sure it's a nice wide open space, but sometimes you really like to punch in just those couple of millimeters, right? And when you have one focal length, you can't really do that. And it always challenged me because I'd come away from a shoot and I was always thinking, man, I really wish I could have gotten a better angle there, or I wish I was able to just make it a little tighter shot, especially when you're considering like leading lines and other factors when it comes to real estate photography. Now, majority of homes that you shoot, it's not that big of a deal. But for some of those higher end homes, that's really when you can set yourself apart from, I would say, like a beginner amateur photographer to a more experienced professional photographer. So the lens that I've really been utilizing a lot is the 14 to 35 by Canon. I really love this focal length, and I actually think that the 16 to 35 for most photographers, if you talk to a real estate photographer, like that's the lens that they're using. And so I think a lot of photographers would agree on this, that that focal length is a perfect length. 16 is perfect, it's really nice and wide, but then 35 allows you to punch in. I'm not saying that you're always going to be shooting at 35. I feel like I never go to 35 on this, but I'm typically like sitting at 14 to like 19 or 20 depending on the room. So I think if you're a real estate photographer, before I would have said, please invest in an ultra wide lens and just get one focal length. But the more homes that I've shot, I really, really enjoy having a variable zoom on my lens just because it's allowed me to be more creative and allows you to get more shots, which, hey, maybe if you can present some different shots that to a realtor that maybe they didn't think about or it wasn't on their mind, then that just can set you apart from the other photographers.